Like I said, with most spin pops, all it needs is a battery replacement, so it starts with Shaggy and Scooby shaking in their boots. Welcome home, Rep Pack. Marcus here, and welcome to Comfort Cartoons, the show where I collect absolutely everything from the late 90s, 2000s, all the way to the modern day. And I'm also trying to create the world's biggest Spongebob and the world's biggest Nickelodeon collection. But not just that, the creator of this channel and CEO is also a part-time worker at the Chum Bucket.
Carry Bucket Bubbler and Chum Cherry Blast.
But I hope you guys are having an amazing day. But if you're not, you know the drill. Comfort Cartoons mail time, camera flip. It's about to get a whole lot brighter, Rep Pack, because your boy is here. And today is going to be an amazing video because of one of your guys' favorite series, and that is the fan mail videos. So make sure you guys hit the like button if you guys haven't already. I would greatly appreciate it. And it gives our Reptar a little bit more flames to burn his way into YouTube history. So smash the like button, guys. But right over here, we've got a bunch of packages. We've got two heavy ones right here. And then we've got another one right here. Another one right here. And this is just the start, guys. We've been doing a couple of fan mail videos right now because we're trying to get through a bunch of them because we have been backed up so much. That could be due to my diet, but I mean in terms of fan mail, we have been backed up so much. So we have some restrictions currently going on right now as we get through everything. But if you guys are interested in sending fan mail, the address will be on screen right now. But you guys know how these fan mail videos go. We're gonna be opening this stuff up. Usually what people send is a bunch of crazy Cartoon Network, Nickelodeon, Spongebob, Disney, really all the stuff that we love on this channel. It's a blast from the past. We get to add some cool stuff to the collection, but most importantly, we get to do it with you guys. So all of this stuff was sent in by people just like you. So thank you so much for support, all of you beautiful people. Without any further ado, we're gonna get into this stuff, and as we do it, we're gonna be adding some of this stuff to the collection at the end, and we're gonna be labeling it with the individual person who sent those items with a label and the year, so that way their name will be on that item forever here in the collection. So let's go ahead and get started here. These two packages right here on my left were sent by the same person, Grace Lloyd. So thank you so much for supporting Grace. Let's go ahead and check out and see what Grace sent, and then we're gonna do these two big ones over here as well. So let's sit on down and get into it. Okay, so we're opening it up here. We got it open, and I'm already excited at what I see here because, dude, check this out. Ooh. It is a Buzz Lightyear Squishmallow. This one is so adorable though, and you already know I'm gonna put it right next to Woody in the Toy Story collection. So thank you so much for sending this guy over. He is very, very squishy, and I love how soft Squishmallows are. I wish they had plushies like this when I was a kid. I would have been lost in one. All right, so we have a note here though underneath the Lightyear, so let's check it out and see what it says. Okay, so Grace said that she's sorry for sending so much stuff, and it is okay. I appreciate it so much. But she said that she sent 3 boxes. I think we may have already opened one. This is the other 2 right here. And as she said, there are some restrictions on the mail, so if you want to send something again, we do have like a small little limit for right now. And you can send expanding past that limit, but just understand that we probably won't be able to feature every single thing on the channel or be able to add every single thing to the collection. So just keep that in mind if you make a box really, really big. Some stuff may go in, some stuff may not, because there's just too much stuff to add to every single video and too much stuff to go through all together. But do not apologize at all. I appreciate it so much. Let's go ahead and check out and see what else you got inside of here. Oh, already a banger, dude. I did not have this. Ooh. A Patrick car. All right, so we have the Patrick car here. He rolls pretty good, but watch this. Yes, yes, that is some Goo Lagoon Bikini Bottom music you hear. Very cool. I love it. An amazing piece right here. I have not seen this car in a long time, and I do not have one in the collection, so thank you so much. And one more time. Oh, he's skirting out, you hear that? Perfect. So thank you so much, Grace. This guy is so cool. And I'll probably be putting it over here with all of our SpongeBob cars, actually. All right, speaking of SpongeBob cars, we have the Paddy Wagon right here. And this one is sick too. It doesn't seem like there's a remote in there, but at the same time, either way, that is still a really, really cool display model right there. So we have the Paddy Wagon, and it does not have the ready-to-go license plate, but it is so freaking cool. Thank you so much. Okay, next up out of here, what do we got? Oh, a SpongeBob plate. And you guys already know that I actually use these SpongeBob plates, so I will be definitely adding this one to the kitchen. I don't care. It's a little scraped up, but I'm gonna probably scrape it up some more too when I eat off of it. So thank you so much for that one. Then next up we have a Dora Rocks one right here. That's a good one for, you know, freaking chicken nuggets right here, a couple French fries, and a big old heart of ketchup. Or if you're on a diet, you could put like a turkey burger, some celery, and peanut
ranch
butter
or something.
Yeah, ranch, peanut butter, but nobody wants to eat that. We're going with the French fries and nuggets. Oh, and this is really cool. We have a green label, Happy Birthday SpongeBob balloon, but it looks like if you click on it, it actually makes sound. I would love to hear what it sounds like going, but maybe there's like a tab you probably have to pull. But I'm not even gonna open this guy up. We're gonna keep this sealed, of course, because this is just way too cool in the packaging. And this is from 2007, like I said, right at the end of the green label era, as it was starting to segue into that green and white label era. But hey, there's two of them, actually. So we have two of the birthday balloons here.
Does that one work?
Yeah, let's see. You know what it is? Because it's tap to play, it's probably just from like being moved around. It probably just battery drain.
It's just like, yeah, I'm done.
Yeah, because I wouldn't be surprised if it still worked, but the fact that it's tap to play, there's no like significant button that you press, that's probably why it went out. But we have two of them, so who knows? I mean, we don't have any helium in the room. We have almost about everything in this room for collecting. Helium is something I forgot. We gotta get something for helium, I guess. So thank you so much. Those are awesome. It's not my birthday, but it definitely feels like it.
Parker's is coming up.
Yeah, Parker's coming up. Maybe I'll have to try and see if I can inflate one of these for him, and maybe we'll see if we can get it to work. Oh, you're gonna love this, man. Get ready to catch it. It's coming around town. Oh, nice clean catch there. We got a SpongeBob bowling pin. We got a SpongeBob bowling pin, a more excited SpongeBob bowling pin, a SpongeBob dancing bowling pin, a Patrick bowling pin, and of course we've got a Gary bowling pin. So looks like we're missing a couple pins here, but it's all good. Mitchell, you think you're good at bowling, but I'm better when it comes to sponge bowling. All right, get ready for your undoing. 3, 2, 1. See, now I gotta psych out the opponent with a fake throw. Here we go. 3, 2, now, are you psyched out?
Yeah, I'm psyched out.
Classic amateur mistake. 3, 2, 1. Boom! Right there! I left you one in the middle right there, just to remind you what I could have done.
What you could have done.
Now we have one more strike. Let me get that, Mr. Spare. You know what they say, Mr. Spare, lose your hair. So let's try. All right, let's for real here. Let's try it out. All joking aside, I want to lose my hair, so let's just try this out. Oh!
Come on.
Okay, I definitely missed, but at least I got the hit.
The PS2 was like, oh, I'll help you.
The PS2 knocked it over. A new PS2 here because this PS2 sucks. But that does not count. I missed that final pin. So let's see if Mitchell can get a strike.
All right, you ready?
Oh, I'm ready.
All right, here we go.
The real question is, are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right.
All right, ready? Ready?
Yep.
Are you psyched out yet?
Oh, I'm psyched out from the start of this day. Oh! If I count correctly, there's still 2 pins up there. All right, so you'd have to get both of those guys. Yeah, at least one.
One and we draw, is that what it is?
Yeah, one and we draw something. I don't know what we're gonna draw, but. Oh! Okay, so it's a draw. Okay, so let's see what else we got in here. We got Lady Rainicorn right here, and a very, very cute one. She speaks Japanese too, usually, so really cool.
Lady! 자기야, 나 완전 중요한 할 말 있어.
Next up here we have a little figure from the Nickelodeon Tangle. So I think this is actually a product where like you plug a bunch of other Tangled pieces into this and you make kind of this like, almost like this Connect/Lego buildable design that you can do with it. As you see, it says Nickelodeon Tangled on there. And I don't actually not have any of these really in the collection. So I'm gonna probably just keep this guy sealed. A really fun one. Thank you so much. So then next after that, we got a huge stack of books. We got some DVDs. We got Dora the Explorer here, Blue's Clues. And then we've got Interview with a Campfire, which is a play on words of Interview with a Vampire. So really, really cool one there. And like I said, we don't have a lot of all grown up discs. So I think this is actually a new one. So thank you so much on that one. And our book collection is growing very, very fast. As you guys know, we're trying to aim for over 1,000 Nickelodeon books because some people have said that's an official library. I mean, any amount of books could be a library, but 1,000 books is kind of like our goal for right now, at least, just to keep getting as many Nickelodeon books as possible. But 1,000 books would be a really, really cool marker to hit. So right here we have the VTech Smile game, and this is Dora the Explorer. I don't know if we have this one. I know we have some VTech games in our loose cartridge bin. We've got, oh, okay, so we have Diego and we have SpongeBob, but we did not have Dora, so we'll definitely be labeling this guy up and adding it with the rest of our loose cartridges here. Then we have some books, like I said, so we have Tommy and Chucky on the go. Next up, ooh, Ooh, the Wild Thornberries trivia book. Now that is something you don't see every day, is a Wild Thornberries book. And let's go ahead and check out some of these trivia questions. I'm really interested to see what they're about. So I was mistaken, there's no actual trivia questions, but it's just kind of information about the characters, which I think is honestly kind of cooler. As somebody who's like an archivist, I like to just archive all this information and stuff like that. So here's like the Combi. They have all the things you can expect to find in there. Dials, button, gauges, nuts and bolts, things you'd expect. Debbie's dried up gum under the gas pedal. Steering wheel, bedrooms. I mean, hey, that's kind of cool just to have a little more information on it. It also says, here's what you can find expect outside. The license plate, which is OHG112, and a bumper sticker that reads Ariel 97. And I don't think we've actually ever seen the license plate that up close to know what it says on there. So again, really cool trivia here. That one is an awesome piece. I'm so glad to add this one to the collection. Next up here, we've got Are You Afraid of the Dark? How appropriate for today. We have Are You Afraid of the Dark? The Tale of the Mongol Monster right here. Next up, we got Rugrats Camp Out right here. Really, really cool. That fish is just like, why am I on the cover of a book? But we have the Camp Out book from the Nickelodeon Book Club. Next up, we have Special Delivery, which is this package itself. Thank you so much. We have a really crispy SpongeBob book. It just has SpongeBob. Life's a Beach. Welcome to the Krusty Krab. You are the captain, and I, a mere cabin boy. Now that's a customer service right there. Very cool book. We have the Ben 10 Leapfrog book here. Oh, this is a classic. Ooh. Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends, The Golden Paddle.
Stop it! Come on! Blue.
We have the Adventure Time comic here. Oh, dude.
Oh.
And the iconic regular show 25 years later comic book series, which actually depicts the whole life of the characters 25 years later after the show. I don't know who just gets older and all of a sudden they grow a beard. Like, that's not like a thing that just happens, right? Like, you don't just grow a beard because age and time has passed.
Yeah, no, definitely not.
Nope. I love how the only person unaffected, look at Muscle Man down here, he looks a little older. Benson looks kind of the same. He's got a little ponytail and an additional wrinkle to his eyes, and Skip's unchanged. The man is
Immortal,
so no changes at all. And as I always say, books are underrated, man. Like, that's why I want to grow this book collection even further, because one, they're easy to store and you can have so many of them. But not just that, you get some inside looks. It's almost like special scenes or special features on DVD. You get so much information and stuff about the characters and the shows that you would have never gotten from the show because they can go further in detail. So I really am interested in reading this comic book series. So thank you so much for sending it over. It definitely struck interest for me. But then next up, we have Rocko's Modern Life #1. And man, that cover is beautiful, dude. You got Rocko's brain coming out just like it does in the intro. We got Heifer over here. Everybody just looks so dynamic. We got the classic clock back here. We got Filbert. You got the big heads and a toaster back here. It's just a wild cover and I love it. And man, the illustrations are so vibrant and really, I mean, just blend in with the room here.
Yeah.
Next up, we've got Vacation Frustration, where Jorgen Bong Strangle goes on vacation with the Fairly Odd Parents. That sounds like a fun story. All right, next up we have The Time Pincher right here with Jimmy Neutron, of course. I think this is the one where he brings back freaking like Benjamin Franklin or something.
That Henry Ford is such a knucklehead. Where am I?
Oh, we have the Runaway Road Trip, which is an incredible episode as well, where SpongeBob and Patrick go on vacation on a road trip with his mom and dad, and we get introduced to a bunch of different characters in Bikini Bottom.
When I'm on the road.
We have SpongeBob Saves the Day, a very cool cover right there with him in the Mermaid Man costume. We have SpongeBob Soccer Star. We have the SpongeBob movie, The Good, the Bad, and the Krabby. And this is a new one for sure. The annual big book of Nickelodeon SpongeBob SquarePants. Bonus, find a poster calendar inside. So it's pretty much just like a big activity book, which is a lot of fun, but it really kind of teaches you about the world of SpongeBob along the way. Being evil is too much fun. And the book finishes up here with SpongeBob and Patrick. Patrick finally got off that hook.
Yeah.
He's standing now. It says, I'm hooked with happiness, Patrick. How about you? I sure am too, SpongeBob. And I am hooked with happiness too. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. And also thank you so much to Grace for sending this over. So that was all of the books from this box. Grace also sent another box here that is loaded with a bunch of books. So we're gonna rapid fire through these because we have so much stuff to go through today. Let's check out what's in this next box and then we're gonna see what's up in the next next packages we have to open. And shout out to Grace Lloyd one more time. I found the note here in the bottom of this one, and it said that her dad recently got out of the hospital at the time of this package being, you know, sent over, and she was forcing her dad to watch the channels, which, sorry if she forced you, but I'm so glad that you liked them because she said that they both loved them, so I'm so glad that you enjoyed them. And shout out to Grace's dad, since she thought it was cool that Grace got shouted out. Shout out to Grace's dad, and thank you so much again, Grace. So on this one right here, we've got a Dragon Ball Z manga right here. Next up over here, we got the Dora Christmas Adventures. We have Hannah Montana Truth or Dare. We've got the Backyardigans, and hey man, a TikTok classic. We've got the Backyardigans CD. Now that is a banger. Let's check out the disc here. The disc is actually in not that bad a shape too, and like I said, this has some iconic classics on here, including track number 3, Castaways.
We are castaways.
We've got the Gravity Falls Lost Adventures. I no doubt will be reading this one. We've got, ooh, High School Musical, Stories from East High 5, which are stories outside of the regular High School Musical story. Throwback here. Do you remember both their names? Come on, you got it. You got at least Ashley Tisdale's character.
Sharpay.
Hey, you
I
got it. All you have to remember is fabulous. That is my simple request. High School Musical 2 is the best High School Musical. You can't debate that. Next up, we have Tea at the Tree Dome, which I don't think we have this one in the collection of chapter books. And here's Patrick outside just to remind you. Pinky, Pinky. And like I said, man, that first one, I mean, you don't come to the flowers unless you're trying to seal a deal. You know, I'm pretty sure that SpongeBob and Sandy at the beginning of the show were supposed to be a thing, and then Steven Hillenburg decided they didn't want to have those kind of, you know, relationship implications into the story, and they kind of cut that out. But at the start, it was like that. Next up, we have Sweet Life of Zach and Cody. So now, can you remember both of their names?
I think his first name is The Sweet, and this guy's name's Life.
Come on, Mitchell. Zachary and Coterie. We've got the official Ninja Turtle handbook, which, hey, look at that. It is in my hands. It is also a book. And hey, man, that is cool right here. So it goes through all the different characters and gives you a little information about the turtles and the different enemies that they may face. We have this SpongeBob Under the Sea book, which we've gotten the collection before, but it always comes, it's not working. All those sad sounds. Oh, it's a voice changer, maybe. Hello? That's how this one works. SpongeBob here.
Can you hand me this Dragon Ball?
I don't really feel like it.
It does kind of sound like SpongeBob, yeah.
Yeah, it kind of gives it a little spongy effect. Kind of cool there. Okay, the next up, I gotta put these together. I definitely gonna check these out. We got the Troy and also Gabriella, the Under the Stars. Let me just be real, like, I know a lot of people stand for Gabriella, but Troy had it rough. She left him under any circumstance possible. And then at the end, she was gonna leave him to go to college. And he had to decide, do I wanna go to school for college or do I wanna go to school for dance? And he couldn't make a decision. And she didn't help. She was just like, I'm going either way. But nonetheless, I'm hyped to have both these books here. Next up, we have the Patrick Star book right here. Very, very fun as well. Get a little notes on Patrick there. Next up, we have the Wonder Pets. We've got Blue's Clues. We got Sonic Secret Adventures. We got Sonic Shoes Blues.
That looks weird.
I know, they lost his iconic shoes. I always felt like that was part of his shoe, but it turns out those are his socks.
That's crazy.
We got the Yo Gabba Gabba book here. Then over here, we've got the Dora and Diego's Adventures, little crossover book there. We got Disney Magazine from February issue. I mean, look at this, dude. This gotta be old. It's got John Wayne in the front, and he's in color. So awesome old school book here. We've got SpongeBob, the Tour de Bikini Bottom right here. Because they actually do have a tour in France. They actually have a bike competition. It's very, very famous. So I think it's a reference to that. We've got Powerpuff Girls, Good Monster, Bad Monster. Scooby-Doo, the Mixed Up Museum. We've got the Pizza Cat. Then next up here, we have the Coal Badge Battle here, Diamond and Pearl. Ooh, one of our first cat dog books, the Cat Dog Catcher right here. Then we've got the Holiday Joke book, the Wild Thornberries, another new Wild Thornberries book. And finally here we have the Fire book right here, the Lost Scrolls, for Avatar: The Last Airbender, of course. Okay, so now that we got through all the books, we gotta organize these guys, put them to the side, and we're gonna open up the next package. Let's check out what the next person sent. And thanks again one more time to Grace Lloyd, and you're also your dad. Appreciate you both so much for enjoying the channel. Thank you again. So this next one came in from Thrifty Pumpkin. So shout out to Thrifty Pumpkin. Let's check it out. There's no note in here. Wait, yes there is. Oh wait, there's a notepad. from the Cartoon Network Hotel.
What the heck?
So we actually did go to the Cartoon Network Hotel recently. So if you guys haven't seen that video, go check it out. We got to do a full tour, complete tour of the Cartoon Network Hotel. And I did, this may have been like in the room maybe, because I took a pin. I'm not gonna lie, I took a pin. What? Why are you judging me?
I'm not.
I took a pin. I took a pillow. I thought about it. But I did not see a notepad there. Maybe there was one, because I would have taken it. I would have taken it, definitely.
Yeah.
I'm not the kind of guy who's like, oh, I'm going to take all the shampoos from the hotel. But come on, I'm at the Cartoon Network Hotel. I paid for the room. Let me get a damn pin. I feel bad about it still. If I'm just defending myself, I feel bad for still the pin. But now I have this notebook to go with it. So awesome. Thank you so much. Okay, but let's check it out. Looks like I got some VHSs in here, which sounds like a lot of fun. What do we got on top here, though? We have an Arthur stationery kit here. Wendy's old school logo there. So it's an old school Arthur stationery kit. Very cute. Thank you so much. Okay, so you guys know I haven't recently got a VHS player. Ryan's gonna pop up an image on screen. It's a TV with a VHS, and I've been watching so many movies. Almost every single night I'll pop a VHS in there since I got it. I've really been enjoying that. So this is all VHSs, and there's one on top that I've literally been looking for, and I'm so hyped about it. The Disney's House of Villains.
Ooh.
This is a banger special. Mickey and Disney's greatest villains together for the first time.
Lights out. Huh? Right you are, Mickey.
It's Halloween, you know, and with just the right touch, this could be quite the place.
This is gonna be a nostalgic bomb when I watch it, because I don't remember anything besides blips of images in my head. I can't remember even what it's about. So I can't wait to pop this guy into the VHS player. And that is a really clean VHS too. And somebody was kind and they did rewind. Thank you so much for sending this over. And then next up we have the Best of School of Rock, an iconic classic, the Scooby-Doo Zombie Island.
That one's really good.
Yeah, we have Creepiest Capers here, and probably one of the other best Scooby-Doo movies. We have Scooby-Doo meets the Boo Brothers, which again, I have this on DVD, but I'm glad to be able to have it in VHS now. Definitely gonna be adding this over to my VHS collection. Thank you so much for sending this over. And that is actually it for Thrifty Pumpkin's package here. Again, Thrifty Pumpkin, thank you so much for sending all of this over. Appreciate you. And now that we're done with this one, let's pack this guy up and we're on to the next one. Thank you again. This one was actually sent by Bobby Coop or Bobby Cop. I don't know if exact pronunciation on that, but I wanted to shout him out because he's also one of our amazing Patreons. Thank you again so much for supporting on Patreon. As I always say, Bobby, Patreon is the #1 way to support the channel. So thank you so much for being one of our Patreons, Bobby. Let's see what he sent in the mail here. I'm already pretty happy with what he sent on top. Paper towels are not cheap. You think I'm joking? I will reuse these.
Yeah.
I am taking these in the house. Please don't send me paper towels too, guys. I'm gonna keep these because I'm definitely gonna use them.
There's a note in there.
Oh, and there's a note right there too. Sweet. But don't send a bunch of paper towels, guys. Keep paper towels. I appreciate it. But I know these are definitely for protection. Thank you again, Bobby. So the letter from Bobby actually said that this is some of the stuff that he grew up with, along with a bunch of other stuff that I guess that he found. And there's also a spin pop in there, he said. And he said that this channel is one of the few things that always makes him happy. And that touches my heart so much, Bobby. That's my goal, is like when I create these videos, when I created this channel, it was really like for people to have the same kind of mindset. And like I said, we're all kindred spirits in the same love and nostalgia and wanting to see representation for our generation and seeing people cover and archive this stuff. And that's what I always wanted to see. So I decided to create it. So thank you so much for saying that. It means the world to me. All right, well, let's check it out here. First off, out the wrap, we got a very cute Scooby-Doo and Mystery Clue plushie right here with a bag clip on it. I am so torn. I want to open it, but at the same time, it's so sick in the package. What do I do, Mitch?
As a Scooby-Doo thing, you might want to keep it closed.
Oh, that's not what I wanted to hear.
But he is so cute.
But you're right. For right now, we're gonna keep him sealed, but I honestly want to hook him up in my car along with Spongebob.
Yeah.
He is so adorable. Scooby-Doo is like SpongeBob. Nobody can deny that Scooby is amazing. So I love that. Thank you so much. Oh, so it looks like this is gonna be a whirlwind of Scooby, man.
Oh.
Yeah, so already off the back here, dude, we have an awesome Hex Girls lanyard right here, along with an awesome little fold right here to put any kind of card for conventions, a license, anything you really want to put in there. So you have all the Hex Girls on there right now, and we all know the Hex Girls are known for their iconic music. So really cool item here. I'm very grateful to have it. So fun. Thank you again, Bobby. Then next up here we have, oh dude, a soda. So this is a Snow Ghost Funko Shop exclusive.
I didn't even know they made that.
Yes, they made it. It came in a Scooby-Doo mystery machine like bag.
Oh, that's sick.
Like a little lunch box, and it came with I think 6 sodas in it, and there's a chase for every character. So it's like impossible to get all of them. This one right here, I don't know if it's open. Oh, it's sealed again, man. Should I open it? Yeah.
Yeah, open this one. You gotta open that.
All right, so
have a
let's
little
see
mystery.
it. We have the Snow Ghost right here. I'm pretty sure this is the regular common one, but I don't even care because I don't even have any of these in the collection. This is going in the Cartoon Network, absolutely, with my Scooby stuff. And the pop top right here should reveal, yes, right here we have the 1 out of 8,400, which is even for a common is kind of low compared to some of the other Funkos out there. I mean, we've seen some for Funko sodas that are like 20,000 and 30,000, so that's still a pretty low number, and I'm so glad to have this one in the collection. Can't wait to add that in with the Cartoon Network stuff with the Scooby collection. Okay, then next up, what do we have here? Oh, dude, that is awesome. This is a Scooby-Doo decoder, and I cannot express to you, my goal is to get every single kid aspect of collecting in here. So we have 3D glasses, we have a black light in here for glow-in-the-dark items, we have a magnifying glass for zooming in on stuff, we have a blow dryer to take off labels, we have an iron in order to get files and different things out, like laid out a little bit smoother. We have a lot of stuff in here for collecting, and so many books have like decoder images in them. So this is gonna be an official Comfort Cartoons item that we use, because dude, I feel like that would fit perfectly over the lens. Like that almost goes right over the lens, so we can decode any future products that we get with this decoder. For right now, we're gonna keep it sealed until we need it, but it's a Scooby-Doo and You mystery club. So I think both of these are mystery club items, so you had to be part of a mystery club maybe to get these. So very unique and awesome. Thank you again, Bobby. So here's all these different pamphlets. There's Scooby-Doo. They're number 1, number 3, number 7, number 5, number 4, number 8, number 2, and then a bunch. I'm sure amongst all of that, that's all of them. So we have all these different booklets, and if you pop them open, they have information about the crew and different things that you can actually decode right here. So let's go ahead and try and use our decoder here and see if you can actually use it. So you have to flip it upside down.
In this case, the gang has front row seats for our hunting performance.
Ooh, okay. So this would all be added with the details of you reading throughout the entire thing as well. So that is so fun, but I've never seen a decoder that worked that well. Like on camera, it's kind of hard for us to get the focus right now. We'll have to figure out the right setting to get it on there, but the decoder, like with our eyes, is so clear. Like,
yeah, the rest of them you're like kind of like squinting, like, what does that say? And
yeah,
that one,
like, exactly. You have those glasses ones where you're pulling it back, but I think what it is those glasses ones are usually like a plasticky, like blister plastic.
and this one's like a legit, like solid piece.
Yeah, it's actually solid. So like everything comes through so freaking clear. And I hope you don't mind me opening it, Bobby, but this is not gonna go anywhere in the collection. I will be using this to decode absolutely everything that needs to be coded on this channel. And then right here we have the book of Scooby-Doo and the Glowing Alien. We have 2 Reptar candies. So we have 2 Reptar cereal candies right here. They look just like Reptar cereal, but they actually slide open and there are actually some green mints in there. Then what do we have here? I think that might be the Fin Pop he was talking about. So let's put that to the side for right now. So next up we have Scooby-Doo in the case of the Bigfoot Beast. And then we've got the Clue Keeper. I love Scooby-Doo books. They're so freaking cool. And I keep adding these more and more to my collection. I have so many to read, but I know eventually I'm gonna read all of them because I love mystery books, and especially when they're the Scooby Crew. Okay, then for the DVDs, we got Scooby-Doo Mask of the Blue Falcon. I do not have this in the current Scooby-Doo collection, so that is a clutch piece right there. Thank you so much. We have Scooby-Doo and the Monster of Mexico. Again, I don't know if I have that one either. And then we have some more books over here. Let's do all the DVDs real quick and then we'll do the books. So then we have Scooby-Doo The Lost Movies here. We have Scooby-Doo Chill Out Original Movie.
Oh!
The 3 movie pack collection. The All Hail Sacred 3 movie pack collection. I need Sponge on the Run playable. So that is so freaking cool. So then behind that, we've got Scooby-Doo Music of the Vampire. Avatar the Last Airbender, Book 1, Water. That's a sick cover.
That threw me off the artwork. I was like, whoa, what?
And it gives you pride having a Widow's Peak. If my Widow's Peak looked that cool, I would be way happier. Mine just looks almost non-existent. We have Scooby-Doo Where Are You Volume 2, which that doesn't rhyme too well. Then we have Scooby-Doo Hello Mummy, Volume 3, Scooby-Doo 2 Bump in the Night, Scooby-Doo Volume 1 A Monster Catch, and then we have Scooby-Doo The Mystery Begins. as well. An awesome set of DVDs here. Thank you so much for sending all of these over. I know you're trying to create the world's biggest Scooby-Doo collection, and I'm not even gonna try to compete with you on that one because I already got a lot of work to do over here. But my goal with Scooby-Doo is to be able to have all of his movies, all of his content accessible. So this is a huge dent in that and being able to add more of them. I have so many Scooby-Doo movies already, but there's still so many that I'm missing because Scooby-Doo has definitely, I think, more movies than any cartoon in history, I'm pretty sure. So I would love to be able to collect all of his movies, all his episodes, and have all of them playable. So this is incredible pieces to be able to add to that. Thank you. And now we got some books in here too. Let's check out these. We have Scooby-Doo Phony Fortune Teller, the Bigfoot Beast right here. We have Scooby-Doo, The Case of the Lost Lumberjack. I mean, you can drive across the country and see so many Paul Bunyans. So I mean, it kind of has like Paul Bunyan vibes as well too. We have Scooby-Doo, The Case of the Creepy Camp. We got The Case of the Seaweed Monster right here. We have the Wrestler Ghost. That is a cool one right there. We have the Sunken Ship. Oh, and the Cartoon Network logo on that one is so cool to see. We have another Cartoon Network logo one right here. The Groovy Ghost. He's like the Phantom Shadow, but just he knows how to get down. He literally has the chain like Phantom Shadow too. He's just chill as heck. Then over here we have the Masked Magician right here. He also had a TV show at one point.
I was gonna say, he just spoiled all the moves.
Yeah, so spoiling all magician's tricks. Then next up here we have, what is the story of Scooby-Doo? Very interesting. We have Case of the Haunted Hound right here. Scooby does not look intimidated at all. And then we have over here the Case of the Singing Ghost.
Definitely not an Elvis reference.
He is not Elvis, and Elvis did not definitely pass away like this. Why do they always give overweight at the end of his life Elvis for Elvis references? Like, he was a very handsome gentleman that had a great career, but every time they show Elvis, he's always into the line Elvis they want to feature. We have Case of Dr. Jenkins and Mr. Hyde. Oh! And the Cyber Chase book. Very fun there. We've got the Case of the Spinning Spider, and we also have the Case of the Angry Alligator. And all these books are in incredibly good shape, so thank you so much again for sending all of these over. That was a blast to look through. So many cool items, and I have a clue that you really do like Scooby-Doo. So we have this guy now. He said that there was some candy on it. He warned us on it, and I understand it's okay. Some of these spin pops can be tough. Let's check it out. Okay, so this is Scooby and Shaggy right here with one of the iconic mansions. Actually the same mansion that you can see on the Creepiest Capers VHS or DVD right here. Very similar at least. I mean, almost the same. And as I've taught you guys in another video, most spin pops, they still work, but the batteries inside them die. And most people don't know that you can take the battery out, but on the bottom there's a little slit where you can actually open it up and get a battery out and roll on the floor and get that battery acid everywhere. Woo! That's the real scary part, yeah. But as per usual, a brand of battery that you've never heard of in your life. Like, where do these people for these companies get these batteries at? They're just like, never heard of these brands before. And like I said, with most spin pops, all it needs is a battery replacement. So it starts with Shaggy and Scooby shaking in their boots.
That's so sick.
It is so fun. So you can see that it actually shakes just like that, and Scooby and Shaggy just kind of rock back and forth at the same time. Super fun. All you have to do as well too is, once we can clean this up, which I have a clue on how to do, we can actually get this candy off, and all you have to do is get another Chupa Chup, put it in there, and then boom, you're back in business. So that is really, really fun. Thank you so much for sending this one over. We got the scared Shaggy and Scooby there. Okay, and last up here, he said this book was from his childhood, and that is a giant Munchkapades book from Baby Looney Tunes.
That is so sick.
That is a huge book, man. Whoa, dude. When you're a kid, this must feel like VR. You just wrap it around your head. That's insane. And I have a feeling Scooby and Shaggy would have a field day on this top shelf here. That is so fun, though. And I love the illustrations being so giant. That is so cool. Oh,
I love Baby Taz.
Yeah, Baby Taz is adorable. And again, a Scooby-Doo approved sandwich right there.
It says, uh-oh, Baby Taz wants some chow. I do want some now.
And then you got a final look over here with them all enjoying their lunch, except for Daffy as usual, who's a little bitter. He's a little bitter about the moment as always. Yep, there he is in the back too. Yeah. All right, guys. So that was actually it for this one. Thank you so much for everybody who sent packages in. This one again came in from Bobby Cobb. So thank you so much for sending this package in. I had a blast and we got to add so many new Scooby-Doo items to the collection. And I think that only makes sense from the man trying to go for the world's biggest Scooby-Doo collection. So thank you again for being here. Thank you guys as well for being here. I appreciate you guys all so much as always. But we got to add some of this stuff to the collection, so stick around for that. We'll be putting some of this stuff in the Cartoon Network room, some of this over here in the Cartoon Cavern. But before that, you know the drill. Scan it! So we got everything labeled up right here. So all these awesome Scooby-Doo items, of course, we got them labeled with Bobby Kopp's name. An unbelievable amount of Scooby here today. So thank you so much again, Bobby. Then over here, we got all of these ones labeled up by Grace Lloyd. The awesome books we have here, some new really cool ones for Nickelodeon to add into the collection. We also got the balloons over here, the car, everything's labeled up. And we even got this one over here for the Thrifty Pumpkin. Thank you so much. Can't wait to watch this film as well. So now that we have everything labeled, we're gonna be adding this stuff to the collection. Let's go ahead and start with Grace's stuff, since that was a package that we started with. Okay, so for the Tea at the Tree Dome, that is one of my favorites. These are some of my favorite books to collect, are the episodic chapter books. Some of them don't say chapter books, and I'm still trying to figure out like why some of them have it and some don't. I think they're just the year they're released, but these chapter books, I would love to complete the collection of all these style books, but we have a good number of them, and the Tree Dome one is a great one to add because it's number 1. So for SpongeBob Saves the Day, Stop Clock, and also Ice Cream Time, I'm gonna add this to the rest of our phonics reading program books, which are right here. All right, those are all pushed in. All right, so Ready to Read is going in here, and also so is Soccer Star, The Runaway Road Trip, and also The Great Snail Race. Okay, for the Nickelodeon Book Club books, these ones fit in right here. Like you guys have heard me say before, we measure them all. We base all of the organization on the rest of the Nickelodeon books for right now, just based on their height, because it's way too much to organize every single show with every single section, because it's always changing. So for right now, we just go based off of height. Then over here, we have some awesome ones, these Wild Thornberrys books, and also the Fairly Odd Parents, all new additions to the collection, along with these other chapter books from TMNT, Rugrats, and also Jimmy Neutron right here. But these books right here, it looks like they'll fit in perfectly in this section. Okay, so for Tommy and Chucky on the Go, that looks like it fits in right about here. And then we've got these two, they're about the same height. Got those going in, TMNT. And finally for Are You Afraid of the Dark, which we do not have a lot of books for Are You Afraid of the Dark, but nonetheless, it's gonna be going over here with some of our spookier books from Edgar and Ellen, Spiderwick Chronicles, and The Mystery Files of Shelby Woo. That's spooky. Okay, so for the Nickelodeon files, we're gonna add these birthday balloons in there. We got 2 of them in there, because I mean, why not? And then not just that, we also are gonna add the Rocco's Modern Life book into this file as well. We did make a little bit more room in here because we took the magazines out and added that to our Nickelodeon magazines files. So we have a bunch of room in here. Like I said, I still need to get some more of these guys right now, but I'm waiting to make a big order when we have them. So for right now, we're gonna close off the files and we're gonna put those back in the filing cabinet. Okay, so over in this little sliver between the shelves, I call it my hot bar. It's like in Minecraft. It's like the ones you grab too often, the most you're using them all the time. We have the 6 movie collection, which has all these Nickelodeon movies in it. Then we have the Rugrats trilogy collection, which has all the Rugrats movies. And now we have the SpongeBob 3 movie collection. We can now take out our 2 movie collection, keep that guy sealed, and just add it to our SpongeBob movie collection. And these 3 guys are all going in that hot bar, just because, like I said, these are ones that I grab most often, just because I like putting the movies on in the background. They have a long runtime for display, but not just that, who doesn't love a good film and its film budget? And then for this guy right here, for the All Grown Up DVD, we're adding this into our Nickelodeon DVD section right here. Okay, and for our Dora the Explorer cartridge, we'll add her right there with Diego and SpongeBob, right inside our cartridge container. Okay, and over here is like our car section. We got a bunch of cars down here. It's kind of wild right now, but we have a kind of little Patrick thing going on here on this shelf. I'm gonna put the Patrick car right over here for right now. I think it looks really cool in this section for the time being. All right, so we could finally put, you know, he's had a friend in him for a long time, but you wouldn't have thought it seeing him. So it's nice to have those 2 together, Buzz and Woody, both Squishmallows, which are super, super squishy and adorable as always. Okay, so for all the Scooby books, we're gonna put this in the Scooby-Doo book collection that I love to keep growing. Let's see, these ones right here, a little smaller, so let's put those ones up in front here. So there we go, and then we have
about to expand.
Yeah, it's about to expand with this whole stack right here of Scholastic books. So let's go ahead and put that right in there. Boom.
The shelf is almost full now.
Yeah, that's a Scooby-Doo library now, man. That's a little bit of a Scooby-Doo library. I love it, love it, love it. I've said many a times, I'm okay with Scooby slowly dominating this entire room. That's how much I love Scooby-Doo. You guys know that I love SpongeBob Nickelodeon. That's always gonna have its own space. But when it comes to Cartoon Network, I love all those shows, but I can't can't lie and say Scooby's my #1. So I'm so glad we were able to add all those in there. We got some DVDs to add in now. Okay, and for the Boo Brothers, we're gonna add this in here because I want to be able to watch this movie. Typically, I do collect some of these paper covered ones, usually what I like to stick to. But since we don't have any other version of this one for right now, we're gonna go ahead and put this one in right up here on top, so that way I can watch it whenever I want to. All right, so for all of the Scooby-Doo media, several of them I did not have already, so we're gonna put those in right here. These ones are all of the Where Are You episodes, and my goal is mostly to have all of them watchable. But for right now, as we continue to grow it, we have the space for it, so I might as well keep them. But we do already have all of those episodes inside of the Where Are You Complete series. But these guys right here, I do not have any of these original movies, so I'm so happy to be able to add these to the collection. So we're gonna put that stack right up here on top of the Where Are You episodes. And of course, if we need room, the Where Are Yous will probably work their way out of here. But the rest of this, we got all this space for more Scooby media. And of course, as we get more and more in the collection, it's gonna be harder and harder to find new ones. So I suspect this room is actually gonna last us a pretty long time. But my goal is not, again, to get like every cover of the movie that's ever existed, or to get slipcover versus not slipcover. SpongeBob, absolutely. But when it comes to Scooby, I'm a huge fan, but I just want to be able to watch all the episodes and movies whenever I want to, and we're definitely working our way towards there. So thank you so much, Bobby Cop, for sending in this huge stack over here to add to the collection. For one day, maybe one of the world's biggest Scooby-Doo collectors. That was an awesome ad. Okay, and we have a bunch of villains up there, but since we don't have any of these sodas already as it is, I figured we might as well put them over here. So I'm gonna put them right here on top of the mystery machine, just hanging out. They have no clue that this is the biggest snow ghost mystery they've ever had to solve, but as in normal Scooby fashion, they're gonna solve it. They'll find those big footprints. So for all these Scooby-Doo files right here, this one is also for the Mystery Club. This is for Mystery Club, and so is this plushie. I'm gonna be putting it right over here on the side. Again, when we have more Scooby-Doo books, I'll probably have to change this up a little bit, but for the time being, they're gonna go right there. And the plushie is gonna go right here in the bag until one day I get forced by my ADHD to open it because it's so cute and I have to add it with the rest of the book. And for this is actually gonna go outside in the back of the Spongebob chair, because we do usually do most of the videos out there, and if we ever have anything we have to decode, I want to have this guy out there available. So guys, that is actually for this episode of Fan Mail. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Again, if you guys want to send anything to Fan Mail, the link will be on screen and also in the description. And again, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I had a blast filming it and had so much fun hanging out with you guys as always. And again, if you guys want to check out the playlist of all the Fan Mail videos, that'll be down below or on the channel where you can check those out. But again, thank you guys so much for being amazing. Don't forget, we're also on Patreon. That is the #1 way to support this channel. So if you guys want to join Patreon, the link will be down below. And for as little as $5, you get a personal video message from me to you. And it can be customized to whatever you want, whether it be a birthday, wish, anniversary, or if you even want me to sing some random Spongebob song, which I have done before. So link for Patreon will be down below. Along with on there, you'll be getting an extended version of this video and also with all the other videos that we've been uploading on the channel. So go check that out. And again, I'm on Whatnot 2 days a week on Wednesdays and Friday, and you get $15 off your first purchase on Whatnot. So if you guys haven't already followed on Whatnot or signed up, make sure you guys go get your free $15. You can use it to buy so many different collectibles we show on this channel for a huge discount, or dang near free for some items. So make sure you guys go sign up, and I'll see you guys over here in this last video on the channel. I know you're gonna enjoy it, but as always, Rat Pack, I will see you beautiful people in the next one. Adios.